Number 10, we have Mahira Khan. Aside from being a beautiful woman, Mahira Khan is also a very versatile Pakistani actress. She's one of Pakistan's most popular and highest paid actresses. She got her fame for her performance on the television drama Humsafar, where she starred along with Fawad Khan. At number 9, we have Leila Bekhti. Leila Bekhti is a famous French film and television actress, and her husband is also a French actor. She was born on March 1984 in Algeria. Leila Bekhti became very famous for her performance in Paris of Jetem, as well as Tout de Kibril. I am so horrible at French, and I apologize for my mispronunciation. Yeah, that was kind of bad, wasn't it? Alright, so I'm going to try to stick to English for the rest of this episode. So before acting, she was working in telemarketing, and another achievement is that in 2011, she signed with the cosmetic brand L'Oreal. At number 8, we have Rana Al Haddad. So we got to go all the way to Yemen for her. They also have beautiful women over there too. Rana Al Haddad, she's a singer by profession, and apart from her amazing voice, she also has a very impressive look. She's the daughter of a well-established Yemeni artist, so music pretty much runs in her genes. Moving on now to number 7, we have Amal Alameddine. Born in 1978 in Lebanon, Amal has a law degree from Oxford University as well as one from New York University. She also has a license to practice law in the United States and England. And I cannot forget that she's also the wife of American actor George Clooney, who recently had his net worth rise to $500 million. That's a lot of coin, guys. Okay, so at number 6, we have Nawal Al-Zoghbi. Also from Lebanon, Nawal Al-Zoghbi is a singer who is famous for her amazing voice, but also for her looks. She was born on June 29, 1972. Nawal has a huge fan base in the Arab countries, and she received many national and international awards such as Best Female Singer in Lebanon, Lions Award in Jordan and Lebanon, and the Best Singer in UAE, and the Best Album Award in Dubai, and many, many more. Okay, so now we are at halfway in our list. Here at number 5, we have Muna Abu Sulaiman. She's an Arab personality and former founding secretary general of the Al Walid bin Talal Foundation, now known simply as Al Walid Philanthropies. She was born in Philadelphia in the US, and she grew up between Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, and the US. She's a host of Kalam Nawaim, which is a talk show which was among the top 10 programs in the Arab world. Now, Riham Khan comes at number 4. She's a famous British Pakistani journalist and former wife of former Pakistani cricketer Imran Khan. Yeah, they were married for like 2 minutes, I swear. Like, whatever, it was very, very short, their marriage. She was born in Libya in 1973, and aside from speaking English, she is also fluent in Urdu, Pashto, and Hindko, which is a dialect of the Punjabi language. Now, she's a journalist, presenter, as well as a film producer, and very, very gorgeous. Coming down to the bottom of this list now, we have number 3, and that is Cyrene Abdelnour. Cyrene is a Lebanese singer and actress as well as a model. She's considered to be one of the most beautiful women not only in the Middle East but also in the entire world. She started her career in music in 2004 and has now become a household name in Arab countries. And her most famous song is La Bas Fi Aini, which means if he looks into my eyes. Okay guys, 2 more left. So who's at number 2? Yeah, I couldn't leave out Bollywood on this list. We got Zareen Khan. I had to mention the Bollywood star Zareen Khan on this list, guys. Yeah, so she was born on the 14th of May in 1987 in Mumbai, India. She attended Rizvi College in Mumbai, but dropped out to make her career in the movie business. Her breakthrough role was in Houseful 2, and that's where she got noticed by the public. She keeps her personal life very private and doesn't allow the media to write about her unless it's for a film. Okay guys, that was a lot of women to go through, but only one of them could top this list. And number one goes to Amira Al Tawil. Amira is a gorgeous Saudi Arabian princess and the vice chairperson of Al Walid Philanthropies, as well as a board member of Silatech. Amira is a very active humanitarian and philanthropist. She is also a strong supporter of women's rights and one of the most powerful women in all of Saudi Arabia. But let's start off with number 10. I'm counting down from 10 to number 1. At number 10, we have Taraneh Al-Dusti. Now, she's from Iran and she's an actress that's well known for her being picky in accepting challenging roles. Taraneh received a lot of fame and praise for her collaboration with Oscar-winning director Asghar Farhadi, making her one of the most sought-after actresses of her time. At number 9, we have Queen Rania of Jordan. Wife of Prince Abdullah II and the Queen Consort of Jordan, Rania Al Abdullah was born on the 31st of August 1970 to a Palestinian family. The Queen later moved to Jordan for work, where she met Prince Abdullah, and since marrying the now King of Jordan in 1993, she has become known for her work related to education, health, community empowerment, youth, and more. She's also an avid user of social media. She has accounts on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, as well as Twitter. Moving on to number 8, we have Claudia Lynx. So Claudia Lynx is an actress, model, writer, humanitarian, and former Persian pop star. She was born on June 8, 1982, and Claudia Lynx was born in Tehran, Iran. Her mother died shortly after giving birth to her, and the family ended up moving to Europe when she was just 3 months old. Claudia began her career as an actress and model in Europe at the age of just 3 years old. And Claudia became the first Persian-born actress and model who brought the Western culture into the Persian entertainment world. Nesrine Tafish is at number 7, and she's a Palestinian actress born in Aleppo, Syria. Her father, Yusuf Tafish, was a famous writer as well as a poet. Now, she's built a large fan base of millions of fans, and she has an impressive career behind her. Now, quickly moving on to Beren Saat. She's 33 years old and she was born in Turkey. She's an actress, and it was after Beren entered a talent competition that she was seen by a Turkish director. In 2004, she made her TV debut, and she has come a long way since then. She was reported to be the highest paid actress in Turkey from 2008 until 2014, and she has starred in movies, TV shows, as well as she does some voice acting too. Halfway in this list, we have Sheikha Manal from the UAE. Sheikha Manal bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is an Emirati princess. She's a daughter of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the current ruler of Dubai. And she's also the president of the Dubai Women Establishment. Sheikha Manal works to help women achieve success in the UAE's economic, social, sports, arts, and political arenas. And you probably knew that this one was coming. At number 4, we have Bella Hadid. Short for Isabella Hadid, Bella Hadid has been considered by many as one of the most beautiful Muslim women in the world. No surprise that she's on the list. Her father, Mohammed Hadid, was born in Nazareth, Israel, and lived in Syria and Lebanon before moving to the US at the age of 14. In an interview, Bella said this: "He was always religious and he always prayed with us. I'm proud to be a Muslim." Now, entering into the top 3, starting off with Nazanin Bonaidi. Nazanin Bonaidi, she's a British-American actress of Iranian descent. She was born in Tehran during the Iranian Revolution, and her parents moved to London while she was very, very young. She later moved to the USA for college, and she's fluent in both English as well as Farsi. She's an official spokeswoman for Amnesty International USA, and Nazanin's first major role was on the show General Hospital. She also had a role in season 3 and 4 of the TV show Homeland. At number 2, we have Fariye Evcen from Turkey. This 31-year-old actress was actually born in Germany, and she was born on June 4th, 1986. But it wasn't until she was 19 years old that she moved to Turkey. And it was just 1 year after that that she became the face of L'Oreal Paris. And then a year after that, she became the face of Kotan, the Turkish clothing company. And finally, at the number 1 spot, who is considered the most beautiful Muslim woman in the entire world? Well, this position goes to Gigi Hadid. Gigi was born Jelena Noura Hadid, and like her younger sister Bella, Gigi is Muslim and a fashion model. Gigi has been in a relationship with world-famous singer Zayn Malik, and Zayn in and of himself has been a victim of Islamophobic comments. Now, Gigi went to school to study criminal psychology, but she put that on hold to focus on her modeling. And aren't we all glad that she did that?
Number 10 brings us to the model Khadija Diawara. Khadija Diawara was born in the Ivory Coast and raised in Egypt. Her family then immigrated to the United States when she was 6 years old, but Khadija is more than just a Muslim model. She wants to be known for more than just that. She said this, and I quote, "Hijabis in fashion and beauty are an amazing thing. I think it helps to increase inclusivity and shows that we can coexist in a culture that goes beyond stereotypes of what people think we are. But my agenda isn't solely hijabi. I would advocate for it, but at the same time, that's not my main stance. I'm here as a depiction and representation of the kind of inclusivity that transcends fashion." Rania Benchenga comes in at number 9. She is a Moroccan model who started her career back in the year 2011. She has since been the lead in a campaign for H&M and has been a part of a Victoria's Secret campaign. She's also very proud to be a Muslim, and in an interview for Vogue Arabia, she had said this, "It is a great honor for me to represent my country and Moroccan women worldwide. I do my very best to promote Arab models and beauty. I have come to realize that I'm lucky to have grown up as a Muslim woman in such an open and tolerant country like Morocco." From there, we move on to Hannah Ben Abdeslam. Hannah Ben Abdeslam is a Tunisian model, and she has worked with designers like Jean-Paul Gaultier, Chanel, Oscar de la Renta, as well as many others. Now, one thing that she's very proud of is that she was the first Muslim spokesmodel, as a matter of fact, for the French perfume and cosmetic house Lancome. This is what she was recorded to have said. "People I've encountered often assume that being Muslim means one is extremely conservative. There's also a tendency to look at the Arab world as one big monolithic entity with little variation from one country to the next, when in fact there is a rich diversity of ethnicities, cultures, and even religions throughout the region. In the West, there seems to be this fixation with the veil, and journalists often ask me if I wear a burqa when I'm back home. Little do they know that women in Tunis were one of the first in the region to discard the veil, and that many progressive laws were passed over the decades to protect their rights. Number 7 brings us to Shahad Salman. Shahad Salman grew up in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. She has a skin condition known as vitiligo, and this condition causes a loss of pigment in various patches of her skin. But guys, you see, despite this, Shahad was inspired by the globally famous model Winnie Harlow, who also has the same skin condition. Shahad Salman said these words in an interview, and I quote, "I'm very proud of myself because I have dealt with many different fields. In all my artwork, there is an imprint of my Arab culture that reflects our ancient Arab heritage." We had to include this next model, Maria Idrissi. Maria Idrissi is a British model as well as a public speaker, and she really rose to fame after being recognized as the first Muslim hijab-wearing model when she appeared in H&M's Close the Loop campaign back in 2015. Now, since then, Maria Idrissi has modeled for many fashion brands and magazines, as well as beauty companies, which include Rihanna's Fenty brand, and she has also walked the runway in Istanbul's Modest Fashion Week. At number 5, we have Ikram Abdi. Ikram Abdi Omar was UK's first hijab-wearing model to be featured on the cover of Vogue when she was 21 years old. She also became the face of the brand Burberry in 2019, so not too long ago. She's a Swedish-born Somali model who lives in the UK, and she has openly said that her heritage and religious beliefs have influenced her modeling career. In an interview, this is what she had to say. "It's all about modesty for me. As a Muslim, being modest is a major thing, and I just wanted to showcase to everyone that you can be modest and be into fashion because the hijab itself, apart from representing Islam, represents beauty. In at number 4, we have Iman Hammam. Iman Hammam is a Dutch model of Moroccan and Egyptian descent. Iman appeared on the most international Vogue covers of any model back in the year 2017. She has appeared on the cover of Vogue 18 times worldwide, and her faith plays a huge role in her career. I mean, after all, her name means faith in Arabic. In an interview, she had this to say: "When I started, all girls looked the same, but now there is more acceptance of things such as natural hair and different sizes and body types. I look at girls like Halima Aden, and I think it's amazing that she is veiled and had such an incredible career. Since I also come from a Muslim background, and being a proud Muslim myself, I feel blessed to have had the support of my family from day one. This gave me the strength to use my platform to talk about issues like race and religion with the aim to empower young girls no matter the color of their skin or where they came from." We mentioned her, but she is now coming up next in at number 3. Halima Aden. Halima Aden is a Somali-American fashion model who was born in a Kenyan refugee camp. She is very famous for being the first woman to wear a hijab in the Miss Minnesota USA pageant, where she ended up being a semi-finalist. Following her participation in the pageant, Halima received national attention and she was signed to IMG Models. She was also the first model to wear a hijab and burkini in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. And Halima Aden is also a UNICEF ambassador. She aims to take on the stereotypes of beauty as a Black Somalian Muslim woman. And when it comes to her career and faith, she had this to say: "I didn't really have modeling in mind. I wanted to spread a positive message about beauty and diversity to show other young women that there is room for them." Number 2 brings us to Bella Hadid. Her full name is Isabella Hadid, and she's an American model. Back in the year 2016, she was voted Model of the Year by industry professionals for Models.com. That is a huge accomplishment. Well, everyone knows by now that the Hadid family is known for their presence in the fashion industry. And in an interview, Bella had this to say: "My dad was a refugee when he first came to America, so it's actually very close to home for my sister and brother and me. He was always religious and he always prayed with us. I am proud to be a Muslim." And here at number 1, you probably guessed this already, we can't mention Bella Hadid and not mention her sister, Gigi Hadid. Her full name is Yelena Noura Hadid, and she is the older sister of Bella Hadid, who made her debut in the top 50 models ranking at Models.com. Now, in 2016, she was named the International Model of the Year by the British Fashion Council, and over the span of just 4 years, Gigi Hadid has made over 35 appearances on international Vogue magazine covers. She was born to her Dutch model mother, Yolanda Hadid, as well as Palestinian-born real estate developer Mohammed Hadid. And in her own words, Gigi said this: "I feel very proud and very lucky to be of dual heritage." She said this in an interview with Vogue in 2017, and in British Vogue in 2018, she added these words: "They built what we were given in our childhood from nothing, so we work hard and be kind to honor our parents."